Okay, guys, who wants to get to started? John?
Hi there. What did you make of the overall performance? Even with 10 men, you kept it going till the end.
I think it's clear. I think it's clear where our strengths are, and I think it's clear to everyone what we need to improve on. I felt as a group, including me, we learned our lesson last week. To concede 2 goals from set plays, which ultimately has cost us the game, is really disappointing. To have another red card, again, really disappointed. They're not things that we haven't spoken about, because there is a lot of good. I don't want to be sat here saying how well we play every week without picking up the points. We need to start finding a way of playing well, which we have done in large parts of my time with the group, but we also need to pick up points very, very quickly.
The gap between the 2 goals was so big. I mean, it was a very quick, turnaround, wasn't it? I mean, is that down to mentality?
Sorry, the gap between...
It was very quick, but 2 yellow cards, wasn't it?
Oh, yeah.
Basically.
Yeah, it's disappointing for Pedro because he's a very, very good player, and we want him on the pitch. And up to that moment, he was actually causing Arsenal so many problems. The frustrating thing for us, not just today, but we're going to miss him against Aston Villa. But it's not just Pedro. I think as a group, me as the leader as well, we have to take more accountability for some of the decision making we're having in terms of our discipline and in terms of the moments of the goals we're not just today, the goals we're conceding. Some of them are they're not acceptable at this level.
Peter?
Just on the conceding goals from corners, last time you were here that we saw, I think they had 2 corners and both times you pushed 3 players up. Why didn't you do that today?
One, they would have prepared for that themselves. They're very, very good at that. 2, when I actually analysed those corners back, they were very, very close to scoring. It's not always the outcome. Sometimes there are certain things that happen. Also, in terms of our work this week, which obviously didn't work today, we've conceded from a corner against Burnley. We worked on a certain scheme. It's the first time the lads have done it. It didn't pay off today, but we need to make sure we're better in those moments, because at the moment we're losing points, not based off our performances, but based off of set plays and discipline.
Matt?
Liam, on discipline, what are you and the club doing about it or going to do about it? I think we've asked yourself and the previous head coach about fining players before.
Yeah, fines are, you can fine players. It's not about the punishment, it's about finding the reason why. I don't think Pedro Neto today or West Fofana last week would have, in that moment, been thinking about, if I get a red card, I'm going to get fined. It's a focus and a concentration thing that we need to get right. I know the record of the club is not great from the start of the season, and now it's getting bad. We had 10 games when I was in where we didn't have these issues, but we've had 2 in 2 games. So there's something deep lying that we need to get to the bottom of. The thing is, for me, if we get to the bottom of those 2 main things, we can be a very, very good team, and we can achieve all the things we want to achieve.
It's not just red cards though, is it? I mean, there were some very silly yellow cards. I mean, Enzo gets booked for chucking the ball down. That's his 7th Premier League booking of the season. He could still get booked for 2 games if he gets 3 more bookings.
Yeah, I think dissent is a frustrating one for any player to get a yellow card for. I've sensed it. You're right in terms of what you're saying about a disciplinary record. Some of the decision making today, on corners, on certain fouls. I think João Pedro was fouled probably 5 times in a row in the first 10 minutes, didn't get a thing. And frustration builds up. I'm not blaming the referee for our defeat today, but there are clear things that happen that cause frustration. And I think that's something that needs to be looked at as well.
Liam,
just on the yellow cards as well, there are different rules for different types of yellows, aren't there, that you can maybe put in, but dissent in particular is something that has predated your time here.
Exactly.
Initially this squad. So is there something that maybe the club can do as a blanket rule just on dissent?
Possibly is something we need to do something for sure. I need to speak to the coaching staff, the staff around the club, the players, because it's not acceptable. Because especially the last 2 games, we've caused our own issues. Even here against a very good team, you can see there's a lot of good in our play. There's a lot of good technically, tactically, the quality of our play. But if we don't eradicate this, it's going to be the thing that costs us.
Jacob?
It's 7 goals conceded from corners since you came in. I mean, the record was quite good before that. What do you think has changed?
It's a great question. I think it's me. I said last week, I'm learning about the group and I'm learning about certain people in certain positions. The actual scheme hasn't changed up till this week in terms of how we go about that, but it's something that's come into our game, which is something that's costing us points and that we need to change very quickly.
James?
Liam, just in general, do you think the issue of grappling and holding in the box, does it need to be officiated?
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. It needs, because there's a rule. There's a rule that says it can't be a foul if the ball's not in play yet. So there's a lot of holding and grappling that goes on before the ball's actually delivered. And I think that needs to be looked at because holding is holding. But I don't want to be bitter. We need to deal with it better. We just need to deal with it better as well. But I think it is something that's coming in. The set plays are massively important in this league and in every league. But it's something that's coming in more and more, and I think it's something that should be looked at.
Winning goals just
I think we can deal better with it, being honest. I do think there is a block on certain players. One of our players who's trying to head the ball is held. Our goalkeepers they're running at our goalkeeper. But these things happen. We have to deal with that moment better. In fact, we gift them those two set plays. We gift the free kick away before that and we gift them a corner.
Okay, thanks, guys.
Thank you.
The second one looked like